Welcome in, you guys. What's up, everyone?
Hi, everybody.
Welcome, everybody.
Happy Friday.
I didn't mean to cut you off there, Vapor. Hi, everybody.
Hello.
Welcome to the stream.
Welcome.
We're going to be chatting about the Super Mario Bros. Movie.
We're going to be chatting about the soup.
The soup. It was yummy soup. It was a good movie. Overall, I liked it.
It was pretty good soup.
But hi, Vapor. How are you?
I'm doing good.
Hello.
Hello.
Guys, go follow Vapor. Collab with exclamation mark collab in chat. Vapor's here with us today. We're going to be chatting about the movie, hanging out a little bit before the Kingdom Hearts retrospective. It has been a while since I went live last, but me and Vapor, we saw the Mario movie in the meanwhile. And I don't know, we just have a lot to say about it. So we figured we'd do like something different, kind of do like a fun little different stream.
Yeah.
And chat before we got into Kingdom Hearts and hang out a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, Vapor, thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, really quick.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks for the applause, guys. Welcome, everyone. Welcome in.
Welcome, everybody.
And yeah, like Vapor said, happy Friday. It doesn't even feel like Friday to me because this is my Sunday and I go back to work tomorrow.
And it's such a sleepy day.
It is, yeah. I want to take a nap, actually. Like, I'm running on caffeine fumes today, guys. So there's that. But yeah, welcome in, guys. Hi, it's nice to have you. First, I want to talk a little bit about how this stream's even possible in the first place. I don't know what the fancy term for it is that all the cool kids use, but what we are doing today is, in fact, sitting in front of the same microphone, actually standing in front of the same microphone.
Yeah, we're doing a standing stream.
Yeah, we are using the standing desk. We're both, we live together. If somehow you've been here this long and you didn't know that, we're partners and roommates. So Vapor and I are physically standing next to each other.
Huddled up together around the mic.
Yep, And typically you might see me or Vapor talk in the background of each other's streams, and when we do, you might see like the VTuber's lips will move when we're doing that. So Vapor kind of like found this like super cool trick where it was like, we
finally figured it out.
Yeah, so to share an audio source, we disabled the mouth sync to the microphone. And we doubled VC Face's receptiveness to our facial expressions.
Yeah.
So it's a very exaggerated mouth flap.
So it might look a little different today.
Yeah, the mouth flaps are a little off. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, I was just gonna say that it normally would look. But, I mean, you know.
It is so that we can both utilize the same microphone and be in the same room.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Mauio.
Speaking of Mauio. So, Vape.
Yeah.
The Super Mario Bros. movie.
It's a good movie.
It was pretty good.
I like it. Also, how do I sound? Am I coming through okay?
Yeah,
Vapor and Tommy podcast. Yeah,
let us know about the volume of the voices, guys.
Yeah,
we have the gain a little different.
I'm kind of standing like a little, like not far from the mic, but I sound good. Okay, all right.
Yeah, good.
All right, I'm glad.
Well, okay, guys. First, I want to just get right into it. I have many things that I want to talk about. I will say, if you didn't see the stream title or the stream notification or the stream tags, there are spoilers. I'm not going to put it on the screen. There's spoilers, guys. There's spoilers. So if you didn't want spoilers, what the heck are you doing here? Get out. We're talking all about the movie. We're talking about the movie from start to finish, about our thoughts on all of it. So don't come here if you don't want spoilers. If you haven't seen the movie, whatever, but you got to know we're going to talk about whatever comes to mind. I have a little list, nothing scripted, but like I know some talking points I want to have, but I just have a lot of thoughts on it, and I know Vapor does too. So here we are. And yeah, does Mario die? Mario dies?
Oh
what?
my god. I didn't see that cut of the movie.
You didn't tag your spoilers.
Is that the director's cut?
Mario's director's cut. Chris Pratt Mario dies. The good ending?
The good ending?
Just kidding. Aw, thanks for the pets. Okay, so right off the bat, I want to say, me and Vapor went to see this movie together. in the theaters for like a little movie date night.
And it was on opening night, I think.
Yeah, it was opening night, and we picked a pretty good theater. We had like a nice seat. Right off the bat, guys, we got there really early, and I want you to know, one of the things we were talking about was, okay, like this, I want to bring to your attention, like, we discussed this audibly, chat. I said, okay, Vapor, is there gonna be a fart joke?
Oh, and I was just like, yeah, definitely.
Undoubtedly, we were like, oh yeah.
Someone's gonna fart.
Someone's gonna fart in the Mario movie. And we were like talking about like, who's gonna fart? Is it gonna be Mario? Is it gonna be Bowser? Is it gonna be like cameo appearance by Wario? Like we literally were like, yeah.
Someone, I could bet my life on it.
Yeah, we were literally like, yep,
I was
someone's
so sure.
gonna fart. Someone's gonna fart.
But
go on.
We were pleasantly surprised.
Yeah.
That nobody farted.
Pleasantly. Oh my god, the fucking heroic ass music that's playing right now. Too.
I don't think anyone even burped.
Yeah, no one farted.
I don't think
no one burped.
There was no bodily noises at all.
I know we're kind of jumping right in, but right off the bat, I do want to say, at no point during the film was I like cringing out of my skeleton, like what often does happen with kids movies every now and then. Sometimes there's like a reminder scene where you're just like, oof, yeah, this is toilet humor. Yeah, So, but yeah, right off the bat, I want to say, we were literally in the car on the way there discussing, like, who farts? Who's gonna fart in the Mario movie? And pleasantly, I can say, nobody farts in the Mario movie.
Yeah.
Like, and you know, if it was like a good fart joke, which is rare, it would have been wonderful, but I wasn't banking on that. But like nobody.
The rare, tasteful fart joke.
Yeah, right. You gotta do it right, you know.
You do.
And very often it's not done right. Yeah, a worthy applause.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mage Kai. Thank you, Mage Kai. Yep.
That's
yeah.
nuts.
Yeah, that is nuts. It is. They didn't do it. I'm glad you guys are as amused as I am. But yes. So there was no fart joke, and I was very happy that there was no like cringe fart joke moment where I was like, or just like cringe moment in general where I was like, ah, God, this is not great. Okay, but let's slow down for a minute. And I just want to say, maybe before we go any further, do you want to like talk about your time slot, Vapor, and your stream projects and everything?
Oh, yeah.
I kind of hit the ground running.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Go for it.
But hi, for those who don't know me, I'm Vapor. I'm a shapeshifter VTuber, and I play a lot of like Nintendo stuff and platformers and party games on my channel. And right now we're playing through Pokepark Wii Pikachu's Adventure. I'm gonna be continuing that tomorrow at 4 p.m. And yeah, that's really it. I like to just hang out and vibe.
Wait a second. You're not a furry anymore?
What?
This is the first time we're standing in a room together. And you're not.
I can explain.
You're not a cat. What are you? What happened to you? Vapor's sinking under the desk. Vapor's literally sinking away under the desk.
I thought it was gonna follow me down there.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, well, this is
the first time we're in a room together and you're not a furry.
I know. Well, this is my newest form. I am an imp now. Muppet.
I love it.
Yeah, I could be a Muppet. If you think I'm a Muppet, I could be that.
So you just you just decided to shapeshift away from being a cat, huh?
Yeah.
You're rocking the imp thing, huh?
Yeah. I'm still a furry at heart, and I still have my cat form, but this is my newest form, and I'm kind of rocking it right now.
You're being called a Muppet in chat.
I'm a Muppet. Yeah. Yes.
Here, I'll put you under the desk.
Yeah.
Oh, that's me.
Huh. Goodbye.
Bye, Vapor.
I'm embarrassed. I feel called out.
All the Vapor forms. Yeah, Vapor, when are you gonna...
Oh, next form.
When are you gonna turn into a hot dragon?
Well, I was literally about
I'm putting
to
you
say.
on the spot.
I was about to say, I have a dragon form that I don't know, depending on your depending on your tastes, may or may not be attractive. I don't know. It's like I'm not designing it to be hot.
It just happens to be hot.
No, I don't know.
No. I love that.
I just want to be like a big like friend-shaped dragon. But that's
valid.
like far away in the future.
That's valid. Vapor's return to furry
No.
in year 5.5.
I'm just gonna be a dragon and a cat sometimes.
There you go. I like that.
And maybe other things. Maybe a hamster.
There you go. That's really cool. Oh yeah. Oh, I don't want to ramble. I don't want to.
Yeah.
I don't want to. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Maybe some other stuff.
Uh-huh. We're being coy. I'm being coy. I'm probably about to say too much, so I'm gonna shut up now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like your new form.
Thank you.
I like it. And for those who didn't know and somehow thought all this time that Vapor was taller than me in real life based
Nope.
on our personas, this is like
This is more true to life.
closer. Yeah, this is like the real life like height difference.
Our height difference, it is.
Yeah.
I would say he's like a half a
No,
head
I think you're even shorter than this character is compared to me.
in real life.
Actually, I'm
No,
like
I
literally
would say
looking. Yeah,
literally we like sized it like how we would be.
no. Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we're about this height apart.
We are.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true.
But yeah,
Vapor small confirmed. Yeah, you guys thought I was small all along. You guys were roasting me the whole time, and Vapor always looked bigger than me, and y'all were always saying that Vapor's like a big friend. And I'm like, they don't even know Vapor. They don't even know.
yeah,
how
I'm not a big
freaking
guy.
tiny you are, bro.
In real life, I'm not a big guy.
Yeah, you were very small.
I'm a small little
You're a
fella.
small friend.
I'm just a little fella.
You are. Well, now we're hanging out in the Mushroom Kingdom. We're about to let's get into the movie, right? Let's get into the movie. All right. Okay. So,
I want to start by saying
yeah.
the Illumination logo for the movie.
Okay, I don't even know where you're going with this.
The Minions variant of the Illumination, the Mario variant.
Oh yeah.
Where it has the Minion in the Mario Kart, I thought was really clever.
Yeah,
I thought they were just gonna do some kind of thing with like, I don't even know. I didn't even really know what to expect. But yeah, Illumination had they started the movie with a minion in a go-kart, and it did like the beep beep beep.
They
and like
borrowed
the Mario
sound
Kart, yeah.
effects straight from the N64 game. It
Yeah.
sounded like. It didn't sound like.
Like the new one?
No, was it the new
Really?
one? To me, it sounded like the N64 one. Unless my brain just.
I think they always use the same sound.
Really? Oh,
I
wow.
mean, maybe. I don't know.
Well, all I mean to say is that even right off the bat, they kind of let you know, like, yeah, we're paying close attention to Easter eggs and details. Like, okay, so the movie opens with. How does it open? It's them like.
It opens with Bowser going to.
That's right.
Going
The
to
Mushroom Kingdom, right?
the Ice Kingdom.
Like the scene in the trailer.
Yeah, with the trying to go get
Little
the
penguin
Power
guy gets
Star.
The Power Star.
And then it cuts to Mario and Luigi's commercial for
yeah,
their.
that's right. You have a better memory.
Yeah. And I like that. I like that scene a lot.
Yeah, the commercial is cute. I like the
commercial.
The little throwback to the original. What was it like the
Super Mario Bros. Super Show.
Yeah.
And I like that it's in like 4:3. It looks like an old like. It's like it was recorded on a VHS. Like it's really good. Like I really like that they did that. But basically like they have their own business and they're trying to like get their business off the ground, and they have like their one of their old coworkers from the Wrecking Crew. Did they work for the Wrecking Crew?
Is that the coworker? I thought that was like just a rival company.
I think
Spike?
they used to work with him. I
Okay.
forget.
Well, okay. Yeah, Mario's Italian accent in the trailer.
Oh
okay.
yeah.
So here's where we already have like a whole thing I want to talk about here, guys.
Mhm.
So the commercial was cute. It had Chris Pratt and gosh, the actor for Luigi's name is
Charlie Day.
Charlie Day, thank you. It had the two of them doing the parody Mario and Luigi voice acting.
Yeah.
You know, like it had them doing like the more true to like the cartoon character or the video game character,
Which
rather.
you don't see in the commercial that they showed. They kind of like just, it's like an extended version of what you saw at the Super Bowl, basically.
Yeah.
And they have them doing like a whole pitch for their like, call us now, blah, 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 blah. And they're doing like the stereotypical Italian accent, like more like how they sound in the games, which I thought was funny, and they did the voices pretty well.
They did. And then as soon as the commercial ends, it cuts to the two of them saying, oh man, was the voice too much? And of course, there's the cameo of
Charles Martinet, who goes, I thought it was fantastic.
Yeah.
Woohoo!
So
Like,
Mario voice comes out right away and
like
says,
a
I thought
guy,
it was fantastic.
He's like
Wahoo.
a guy dressed up as like the original like version of Mario when he was like known as Jumpman.
And okay, so
He's playing an arcade machine.
I did not. Call me crazy, guys.
Oh, and they're in a diner, by the way,
Yeah,
when this scene is happening.
Call me crazy, guys. I did not like that cameo. I think it was a little cheesy to have the first cameo be like Martinet kind of like forcibly congratulating and saying that the new voice is fine. Like, I don't know, like, because I'm getting ahead of myself here. I want to talk more in detail about the voice performances of each character, but like, at the end of the day, I'm just gonna come out and say it. I think Chris Pratt did a very subpar job. I stand by that.
Yeah.
It was very...
He did okay, but he was definitely the
just
weakest
okay. Yeah.
of the whole
absolutely cast. Was Mario the weakest of the whole cast.
Everybody else definitely like carried him.
Yes. Getting ahead of like where I want to go with the plot, but I will say, Chris Pratt's performance is objectively subpar. I'm just gonna say that. If that's a hard pill for you to swallow, you're not gonna like where I'm going with a lot of the other parts of the chat. I don't hate the movie. I want to preface it with that. But anyway, yeah, I didn't appreciate Martinet's cameo being, you did a great job. This sounds wonderful. Like, no, like I disagree. I don't think you should pay the man to say that. Like,
and I
don't
see,
know.
and I feel totally different.
I know.
I thought it was very cute. Like, I thought like he looked like an alternate universe Mario.
He did.
And it's kind of just like passing the torch, kind of like.
No, it was exactly that. It was a passing of the torch.
And I thought it was cute. Like,
it wasn't not cute. It was cute.
And here's the thing: if it stopped at just that,
I would have been
that cameo, I would have been like, okay, that's kind of. I don't know if I like that.
But you're giving me a perfect segue into the next point, which is that you do, of course, see that Mario and Luigi are part of a big family that lives together in New York. And, of course, Martinet voices Mario and Luigi's dad. So,
which is awesome.
That's cool. I do like that. I think the concept of seeing Mario and Luigi's parents and siblings, is kind of interesting and
it's
weird.
kind of shocking.
Yeah, it's very
to
uncanny
see
and weird.
They have like this family, like it,
and it's like it gives me like Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory vibes of like Charlie and his family. They're like, dude, they're like, in poverty, like growing up, kind of doing their thing together, like.
They literally like
they look like they hunker down together.
Yeah, honestly, it's just they have like a big like Italian family where they're all sitting at the dinner table together, and they all look like they're related.
Mario.
Yeah,
family.
and it's just
well, it's the immediate Mario family, like brothers, sisters, mother, father.
I thought it was really like. I wasn't expecting them to go there. Like, you know that they have...
I wasn't either.
That you know that they have parents because they show their parents kind of in Yoshi's Island.
Yeah.
Or they like show their hands holding them up. So you know, like, they have parents, but you never see them, you never hear about them until now. Like, they just kind of like put it out there, like, oh, by the way, like, they're going home to their, you know, they live somewhere, and where they live is with their family, and it's like wild. And they definitely like make it kind of like they're like Mario and Luigi are like the youngest of their family, like they're in like their mid-20s, I would say.
I think it's funny that to make Mario and Luigi relatable to like the like everyman Nintendo fan, they gave Mario like dad issues, like
Yeah.
like
Oh yeah, he has
that's really
daddy
funny.
issues. He
like,
does.
Mario's father looks down on him and he thinks he's bringing Luigi down, and I just think that's funny. Like it's not funny, but it's just like that's the backstory we gave Mario so that
Yeah.
people could like are they 25? Is that their
Yeah,
canon age?
that's literally like they made it more believable that they
they're-
are
yeah.
in the movie. Because in the games you're like, "What? No, Mario and Luigi are like in their 40s. Shut up." But like in the movie they actually like act and are like millennials, like
Well, I'll say right off the bat, Coffee Kern did. I think that this was clearly establishing itself as its own movie canon. for
yeah.
sure.
I don't think it's like canon in the game lore, but who knows? I don't know. But I think
knows?
like does that one scene that we
Oh
I
yeah.
think that happens before
Yeah,
that.
so we want to no. Well, we're kind of getting into it.
Yeah.
So we meet their family. They go on like a plumbing job, but even before
the
we
plumbing
meet the
job
family.
happens before they
But
go
okay,
home.
so this scene was this was like a bit of a red flag to me, man. I was like, oh god, is this what we're in store
So
for?
they basically get a call.
They get
it's
a
like
call
their
for,
first
their
job,
first gig. Yeah.
and it's at this rich couple's
You guys know where
house.
we're going with this, right? The dog scene.
Yeah,
The
so
angry
they
dog.
have this dog that looks like
That was
a
so
leftover,
pointless.
a leftover from the Secret Life of Pets 2. They just have this dog that's just like angry because Luigi accidentally broke
crushed
his bone.
So we just had to like pad the movie for like 20 minutes with this senseless scene where a random dog that again looks like a extra model
Yeah.
from Secret Life of Pets. They were like, what do we do with this model? Oh, I know.
We're
We
just
can
gonna make it
throw
a plot
right there.
device.
Yeah,
So they're fixing their bathroom
So for
plumbing.
for the first 8 to 10 minutes, we get this LOL XD random scene out of nowhere of this
Yeah.
like angry puppy dog that like
is trying to like
they like
kill them.
Yeah,
like
they
literally
like flood
kill
the
them.
bathroom. They mess up the pipe job. They flood the sink. They trap the dog in the shower, and then the plumbing job goes so haywire that the shower floods, allowing the dog to swim over the shower and attack the plumbers. And it was so like.
Basically,
It was so LOL XD random that I thought to myself, oh gosh, I hope the rest of the movie just is not like this, because this was too...
it wasn't, but they needed to show that they're kind of like mess-ups.
They're mess-ups, yeah.
Like that they don't really know what they're doing just yet.
Yeah.
So it was kind of like a scene like that, but they didn't need the dog.
It was
the
silly.
dog was a little weird.
It was
I didn't like how like vicious the dog was. Like I feel like that just like he was literally out for blood. Like he wanted
That
to
dog
kill
wanted to
them.
kill Luigi,
He
yeah.
literally
That
wanted to
dog
kill
wanted to
them.
murderize
He
their
wanted
faces,
Mario and
bro.
Luigi dead. Actually, so
He did.
that was a little intense.
The dog scene I felt like that came out of nowhere and was too random and did not need to happen.
It was a little random, and I feel like it was a little too intense. It kind of like just killed the vibe. You know?
The dog
The
father.
dog father.
There you go, yeah.
But yeah, then after that, basically they feel like losers, and then they go home, and
Then we introduce
their
we're
family
introduced their
makes them
parents.
kind of feel like bigger losers.
Yeah.
Or Mario does anyway. And then we find out in that scene when they're all sitting at the table together that Mario hates mushrooms. He has like an aversion
Yeah, I
to
kind of
mushrooms.
thought that was strange. Like, we went out of our way
No,
to
I
establish
think that's
that.
funny because it kind of makes it like when he later on when he eats like a power-up mushroom, like he hates it and he has to get used to it.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like, you know what I mean? Like he just like he's like, oh, mushrooms. It had to be
I guess
mushrooms.
I felt validated because I'm Italian and I dislike mushrooms.
I love mushrooms.
I know you do. It's
But
so
yeah,
true.
no, it was funny that like an Italian guy, he was like picking off the mushrooms out of his food, and it was just funny. Like I liked that.
Yeah.
But yeah, then basically Mario goes up to his room, and you
That's
see that his
nuts.
room literally looks like a young 20s bedroom. Like he's
It
playing his
does. What is he playing?
NES.
He's playing Kid
yeah,
Icarus,
he's
too.
playing
I think that's
Kid
funny.
Icarus. He has the Star Fox,
The R-Wing.
the R-wing hanging up over his TV, and basically.
Oh yeah, there was a Pikmin in the apartment
yeah.
with the dog.
Yeah,
So there's-
blink and you miss it. There was a Pikmin statue in
you
the
got
house.
And then you heard Luigi's ringtone was the GameCube sound.
Uh-huh. But then he essentially gets he sees on TV there's like some kind of stuff going down in downtown where
Yeah.
like the pipes are all messed up, and you see Pauline is the mayor of of New York, and she's on TV saying like, "We need we need someone to save Brooklyn."
So
like,
you thought Pauline was gonna have a bigger role? Did you
I
not?
did actually. I did, yes.
Yeah,
but
I remember
she
seeing
actually
that.
got shafted. Like she just was in that
Do you still
one.
think she'll be in Mario Kart, or do you think that it's past?
I mean, I kind of still think she'll be in Mario Kart.
You think that could happen?
But I felt like she would
Okay.
have a bigger role in the movie.
Yeah, that's fair.
But
That's
yeah,
fair.
so that's basically how they set up for Mario and Luigi to go fix a big problem, and that's when
Yeah, so they arrive at this like flooded area of the city
Yeah.
at night. They go into the sewer, and then very quickly things escalate. They find this like pressure valve that's ready to pop. They almost screw everything up again, and then almost suddenly they like fall underneath a part of the piping and like
they like break a part of the wall.
and then suddenly they're like in a part of the sewer that I literally turned to Vapor. I was like, I know I say this all the time, but oh my god, this reminds me of Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
the Wreck-It Ralph world where they're in like the Ethernet cable.
Yeah.
It literally looked like that
looked like
tunnel
that.
between worlds. Like,
Yeah.
dude, oh my god, I swear. I was like, this reminds me of Kingdom Hearts.
But
But
basically,
like they get like into this like room between worlds, and then suddenly Luigi gets sucked into a warp pipe. Mario
there's like a
goes in
big old
after him.
green warp pipe,
Yeah.
and yeah, Luigi gets sucked up first, and then Mario's like, Luigi.
Oh my god, you guys, when we get to that part in Union Cross, I'm gonna say this reminds me of the
Oh,
Mario,
the Mario
movie.
movie.
You're gonna
Yeah.
believe it now.
So
You're
then
gonna
basically
know.
they get both sucked up, and they start warping to, in between the dimensions, and there's like this big like in between
it's like orange and pink colored.
yeah,
and, like,
yeah, it's like a weird like
They show like the space where you go
Yeah.
when you warp. It's kind of
Yeah.
weird. I don't really understand it.
and that smile Luigi made though, that was so adorable. Yeah, Luigi was cute in the
Luigi
movie.
was very fun in the movie.
He's just a cute man.
Overall, I wish Luigi just had more screen time, guys.
Yeah.
So Luigi and Mario get separated there. Luigi, like Steven Universe style, like falls out of the path of the warp or whatever, and like
goes
elsewhere.
Yeah.
Like, and
so they
he-
get oh
yeah,
sorry.
Go on. No, you go.
No, I was gonna say they get split up, and Luigi goes to like the Bowser world, like the
Yeah.
dark world.
Yeah.
And then Mario goes to the Mushroom Kingdom.
Yeah.
And that's like the setup of the movie, like how they set everything up.
So we'll pause where Mario goes, and I'll talk about Luigi because first of all, I use the restroom at this point in the movie where first you see Luigi, he falls into like the dark area. He's chased by the dry bones. He gets into the castle.
Oh, yeah.
I saw the whole chase scene, but I missed like the scene with Luigi and Bowser. So
Yeah.
like, what happened there?
So
like,
basically,
I missed it entirely. But I
So,
knew he got kidnapped. So.
I feel okay. So they show basically Luigi getting caught by Bowser,
Mhm.
and they do this whole bit where like Kamek like uses his magic to like basically like have Luigi like floating and kind of he can't move or whatever.
Okay.
And there's just like this whole scene where Bowser's just kind of like getting in Luigi's face and like putting his claw on his chin or whatever. And
I
I just
see.
I think that like if they make that scene,
Was it gay?
I kind of think it was very. I feel like if with that scene, if you feel like those characters should kiss, then they. Like,
You would have thought they were flirting with each other.
yeah, it was a very kind of like
Did you
there
guys
was
see the
there
movie?
was tension.
Does anyone agree with this? Because I was away for this part of the movie. I straight up
Bowser-
did not see this part.
Bowser
of the movie.
and Luigi had tension,
I
I
can't
think-
agree or disagree because I was gone.
and I feel like it was a big win for the Bowser and Luigi shippers.
Bowser's a bisexual.
Finally confirmed. Yeah, I feel it was. There was
Starman says
tension.
there was
See,
tension.
it's like there. It was like kind of a universal feeling.
Okay,
like
so
they
y'all felt
definitely.
like that was the thing. Okay.
Yeah, like they could have kissed, and it would have been like a natural progression in that scene.
Yeah.
They could have like just started kissing.
I did. Okay, so you mentioned Kamek. I thought Kamek was really good.
Oh, Kamek was great.
I thought Bowser and Kamek had a funny dynamic. I thought that they did a gag where like Bowser was pretending to do a proposal to Peach or something, or some kind of
Oh my god, I love
performance or proposal to Peach, and Kamek was dressed as Princess Peach, and
Yeah.
one of the soldiers walks in on the two of them practicing, and like it was so funny, dude. I love that. The Bowser being like a
And-
goofy, nervous dude who's like who has a henchman that like helps him practice proposing to his crush. I think that's so funny. And yes, of course, the whole Peaches scene was great.
But
We'll
you
talk more
know
on
that was actually a reference. Kamek dressed up as Peach.
In what
That
way?
was
I
in
didn't
one of
know.
the games.
Oh, was
Apparently,
it?
that was in New Super Mario Bros.
Oh.
One of them, where they basically do a whole thing where Kamek dresses up as Peach to like deceive you. Yeah, the Wii game.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Just take a picture.
I did. I took a picture of the exaggerated BC.
Yeah, our like, so basically when you use your face tracking on your phone, you have like this little like default face mask.
Oh yeah, I'll show you guys later.
Person, and now
VC
because
face guy, bro. He's a
yeah,
celebrity.
we set because we
He's a
set our
celebrity.
mouth, like our jaw movement to be a little bit more sensitive. Now when we like pog, it's like
It's like our jaws rubber.
Yeah.
In the thumbnail. It's pretty
so funny. We'll have to post those.
Yeah, I will. But yeah, so Bowser being a flirty dork, as you say. I thought that was something I need to go back and see.
Yeah.
I hear the internet talking about it very fondly.
Bowser's cute in the movie.
Yeah, he is. He's very cute in the movie. I think Jack Black does a really good job as Bowser.
He honestly, I feel like the trailers don't really do it justice. Just how complex
Really?
he is of a character.
I think the trailers.
movie.
Yeah, no. I'll agree with you there. The trailers, they only sell you this very one-dimensional version of Bowser. I'll say
Yeah.
Jack Black is still a highlight in the trailers. He's still very much a
no,
highlight.
he is.
But yeah, Jack Black, I will say Jack Black's Bowser, he's like, okay,
So much better than you could.
do you remember like when Sonic got their first new like voice cast in a while during the Adventure era, and then Sonic X came out and like there were all these new voice actors, and like the one that really stuck was Eggman. Like,
Yeah.
if there's one that sticks through all of this, it is Jack Black's Bowser. That is like
Yeah.
the definitive, like, the best, like, the highlight of the cast. Absolutely, easily. Like, everyone else did very, very well. I think Peach's performance is good. I think Toad's performance is good. Luigi's is good. Again, I'm gonna say
Toad was so funny.
Mario's is so bad. It
but the
never grew on
beginning-
me. Toad's is great.
So the beginning when they first.
Let me grab my phone charger.
Yeah.
Keep going, baby.
When Mario first falls into the Mushroom Kingdom, he meets Toad, and I think Toad was one of the funniest characters in the movie, honestly. I think that like their interactions in the beginning were very, very funny. I think that Toad is definitely supposed to be Captain Toad. They just don't say it yet. I think at some point, I mean, this is like my predictions like for way in the future and like other movies, but I think that like he's gonna be known as Captain Toad at some point.
I think so too. I think that was definitely a thing. So Toad not being high pitched, yeah, sorry, I bumped the mic there. Toad not being high pitched, it was definitely different.
But he was still
But he was still like, he had a like
a tuniness to him.
Yeah, and I will say, like, I understood that they were going for, like, different takes. With Toad specifically, like, so I respected the take that they did with Toad.
Yeah, he was still shrill.
Shrill's a good word to describe it, yeah.
Also, we did
Welcome
notice
to chat,
that.
by the way, Squishy. Go on.
Welcome. We did notice that too, Coffee, that they played the motif for Captain Toad when they first met.
I was
so
gonna say that too. when I
It's
walked.
definitely like they're trying to draw
They'll
attention
build up
to
to
it.
it.
They're
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
build up to it. I think that's like
That is Captain
he's
Toad right there.
in this movie. He's like proving to be.
Get behind
He's
you real
proving
quick.
to be. Now I'm taking control of your model. Okay, wait, because I just
You're dual wielding.
I stepped away first.
You're
I
dual
stepped
wielding.
into
You
the
stepped
other
into
camera.
the Tommy dimension.
No, but I think that like in this movie, he's kind of proving himself as Peach's like main guy, you know, like
yeah,
her like
Her
protector.
head toad or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
I
Though
agree.
in Peach doesn't need protecting. She's
No.
kind of a girl boss. It's kind of awesome.
Yeah, and I think that, like, some people are gonna be mad about that for some reason.
No.
But they really should not be, because, like, Peach's personality in all of the non-Paper Mario games
Is
are,
cardboard.
Like, and then even in Paper Mario, she's kind of a girl boss. So, like,
Yeah. So it's
if
kind
anything,
of like
it's like they did. So, like,
basically
I
like
think there's no winning with the people that were displeased with Peach. They're either mad she just doesn't sound like her game self, which, what were you, I don't know, guys. If Mario was getting the the voice redirection treatment. Of course, Princess Peach was getting the voice redirection treatment.
I thought that
Her
she
portrayal
sounded
was
good.
fine, bro.
Yeah.
It's
I liked Movie Peach.
yeah. Oh yeah. Movie Peach and Movie Bowser were good.
Yeah.
I thought we got too few scenes of those two together in the same room specifically. I
Yeah.
wanted more of Peach and Bowser.
I'm
like,
sure that'll happen in whatever sequel.
yeah, I wanted more. I wanted more of Bowser with everybody because Bowser again was the funniest and most like entertaining character out of
Yeah.
all of them by far.
I feel like the most entertaining characters, in my opinion, were definitely Bowser, Kamek, and Toad.
And so we're talking about our character impressions, but you know, let's talk about the movie plot.
Yeah.
So you know, we meet Mario, we meet Toad. Toad takes Mario to see Peach. The plot moves really fast, I'm gonna say.
Yeah, from there it kind of like speeds up.
It speeds. The plot starts sprinting. Like suddenly Mario meets Peach, and Peach is okay with Mario. There's no like there's like a very brief like
scene.
chase scene, like where he's running through the castle and the Toads don't want Mario and Peach to meet for some reason.
Yeah, because they like kind of sneak in.
Yeah, and then like Mario meets Peach and Peach is just suddenly like, well, okay, hi, come along. And then like they do like the obstacle course thing.
Well, you know what it is also?
What?
Peach, so they kind of establish in the movie, hi Gavin.
Hey Gavin, welcome in.
They kind of establish in the movie that Peach is a human who came from the real world.
Yeah, they do kind of
Or they
allude to that.
imply that she came from elsewhere. Like she appeared one day and was raised by toads.
And
so she sees Mario and she's kind of like,
oh, a human.
oh, a human. Wait, I
Yeah.
want to hear him out. Hold on.
But then she heard him out and it was like, I don't know. I wanted more explanation.
Yeah.
And I guess that's where we're getting sequel baited.
Yeah.
And I guess that's where Gavin's right, and I agree, and that the pacing was kind of bad at times, especially in that opening act. Like, as soon as we get to the Mushroom Kingdom, we get the 2 seconds. 2 seconds, pardon me. We get the few sentences of Peach's backstory with that brief flashback.
Yeah.
We get, like, some really, really brief stuff about Bowser wanting to marry Peach, but, like,
It's because
it's because they want
it's
more
a
for next
kids
time.
movie
Yeah.
and they can only have it be how
So
long?
long. I know,
Yeah.
I know. But then we had the dog scene. Bro.
Yeah.
So what? That's why I have such disdain for the dog scene. Like, we really had the dog scene, and then all
That scene could have been like 5 minutes shorter.
that
at
was
least.
8. That was at 8 minutes, and
Yeah.
that was 4 minutes relegated away from Peach's backstory, and 4 minutes relegated away from
Yeah.
more Bowser
They
screen time.
They
Like,
could have just, like, in the beginning, they could have just gone to their job and just messed it up.
yes,
Like, they could have just, like, one of them could have, like, tripped on something. Like,
and it could have flooded the whole
yeah,
place.
like, they could have just
we didn't
done
need
some,
to step on the
some
dog
goofy
bone.
stuff
We
like that.
didn't
Like,
need the-
maybe Luigi takes a bite of a banana and throws it on the floor and slips on it. Like, you know what I mean?
Something
Just, like,
that simple.
some kind of
Uh-huh.
slapstick
Yep,
stuff.
yep,
Like,
yep.
they could have done that instead of the
But
whole
no,
dog chase.
yeah, we did the whole dog thing. We cut away from that. So we had weird things like that happen so that we could make Peach and Bowser's backstories sentences long, mere sentences long. And that was kind of where I was
But
like,
it was kind of
it was adequate. It was adequate. It was enough to continue the storyline. It didn't leave me like, I mean, it did kind of leave me like, wait, that's it. But it did also just leave me like, okay. Anyway, onward. I know we've got more things to see, more things to establish, but
It was kind of cute to see Baby Peach.
oh yeah, they made a point. They went out of their way.
They went out of their way at times in the movie to show the babies.
Yes, baby Mario,
they
baby
appear-
Luigi, and baby Peach.
Yeah,
right?
as they appear in the games.
yes, they like straight up have like the HD
Renders of, the
of
babies.
these characters.
So
Of
it-
baby Mario and
when
Luigi
they
as you know them.
Yeah, when they flash back to Peach's backstory where she appears from, we
It's
assume
Baby
the
Peach.
same pipe that Mario and Luigi came from.
Yeah.
She's Baby Peach, like she just looks like Baby Peach.
Which
So
I
they,
thought was cool.
Yeah, it is cute. It's a cute little reference. And then so after they, like, you know, Mario and Peach decide like, oh yeah, we should go.
We're gonna team up.
Yeah, we should team up. Peach does this thing where she like says like, okay, well, let's see if you have it in you to do this. And they have this whole like practice like
Okay, yeah, the how to play Mario montage,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Uh-huh,
They have this whole like training montage.
the training montage. That was probably my like I'm swallowing uphill, needing to like deal with this scene kind of thing. Like I don't mind. Okay, so you know when video games break the fourth wall really bad? Like you're so immersed in a game, and then suddenly one of the characters just says like, press the L button to adjust the camera, and they
Yeah.
like voice act the clip and everything, and you're like, you get a little bit of whiplash because you're like, okay, I get it because I needed to learn the controls, but like, what a way to teach me. Okay. The Mario movie goes out of its way to like
Build
teach a viewer who has never played a game of Mario in their life how to play Mario, and like they like, I guess like what else were they gonna call them? But like the first time I heard Peach say
Power-ups.
take the power-ups, like have a power-up, I was like, okay, wow, we didn't even try. This is a video game movie that's using video game terminology to within its realm of like within its universe to describe like
a power-up.
Yeah, like they are power-ups.
And
like,
it basically
the mushroom
like
is a power-up,
the whole
quote unquote. And that was weird for me.
The whole
but
like,
it wasn't bad. Go on.
Training like course that Mario goes through basically comes out of the ocean as a giant question block that turns into a big platforming
Oh yeah, I thought that was wild.
thing in the sky.
Yeah.
That Mario just has to like jump through and run through and stuff. It's kind of nuts that that's just like a thing that Peach is able to just spawn
or do. Yeah.
Like it's like a training course that she's used before. Like
yeah,
it's like it's kind of cheesy. It's definitely like to sell the games and like sell the toy sets and stuff.
Oh
but
yeah.
Like
I want to talk about the game sales later, but yeah, let's remember the scene that we're talking about right now. The training course.
Yeah.
The training course right now. I will absolutely agree. On the topic of the training course, the music.
Yeah. So
let's talk about the music.
During the little training montage, they play "Holding Out for a Hero." And it fits.
It does
the
fit.
Scene, but it's just so silly. It's just like it's silly.
Pausing the plot summary, I will kind of go around various points in the movie to talk about the music real quick. There are some moments where you are absolutely blown away by some of the motifs. As a longtime Mario fan, like when they approach like the DK area and they're using some of the motifs from Donkey Kong Country in the background, you're kind of just like, you're like, wow, like we're really going here. Like and then they're going through like the Mushroom Kingdom and you're hearing like field music.
Oh, the music was.
You're going through
the
like,
movie's score was like incredible.
It was.
They absolutely
probably one of my favorite parts of the whole movie.
They
is
killed
the
it.
music when they're doing well.
And then they had some hold on.
They had like a they had some like Vapor's like frozen. They had some. What were you gonna say? Well, okay, I'll just continue my thought. I thought, like, I really did think that, like, the music was a big highlight. Because I didn't expect them to go into, like, the parts that they did. Like I said, the field music. There's even a part where, like, when we finally get to, like, the Mario Kart segment, they straight up, I turned to Vapor, I'm like, they're literally playing the Mario Kart, like,
I didn't mean to delete your message.
Selection.
I didn't mean to delete.
Vapor's just deleting everyone's
I was
message.
trying to ban the bot, but sorry, Coffee. I accidentally deleted one of your messages.
Yeah, sorry, Coffee.
But
yeah. I thought the music was great, but then going back to the Holding Out for a Hero.
Yeah.
When it opted for like regular music, like 80s music, it went for like 80s hits for normies, and that's fine. Like, that was an adequate choice for a song there. I thought Take On Me was very random, but I didn't like Take On Me is one of those songs where like mostly anybody of any age can hear this song and like
and know it
and be like, culturally the song is kind of a jam. So
I feel like so with the 80s music, I feel like they did that because it's a game from the 80s. Mario came out in the 80s.
Well, yeah.
So they kind of did that for like the
fans that are the super fans that are there. That might be there with no kids, but most of the super fans might have kids.
So I think they did that for a reason. It kind of works. It's kind of a stretch, like in the one where like the scene where they play Take On Me. I feel like they could have used like
they could have used any Mario Kart track.
Yeah, like they could have used an actual Mario Kart Or maybe like they could have used like the
They could've
DK
used
Jungle.
Absolutely anything would have fit.
DK
Anything
Jungle from Mario Kart would have been like, because they're literally driving in the DK
like,
Jungle.
I'll put it this way. When I was, yeah, they were literally driving in the DK Jungle. I was just talking about how the music was a win when the scores were going. And you were just, I was so immersed. I was so taken aback at the attention to detail in the music. Yeah, I just, I definitely think that, the music was like a highlight, and then when they did the normal like 80s music tracks, it kind of took me away from the immersion of the Mario movie. It wasn't bad, it was very palatable. I remembered that this movie is supposed to sell tickets first and foremost, so I remembered that, like, you know, the non-super fan might go see this movie in an attempt to understand Mario hype, so they wanted to make it like, you know, if you're a non-fan, can sit there and be entertained.
Yeah.
And like that's what that music is there for. And it's there for, like, you know, the non-video game players that are taking their kids.
It's for the people in the theater that aren't really invested, that are falling asleep, that are just like, and then
like,
they hear it's one of their jams from their younger years, and they're like, oh, I love this song.
yeah.
Like, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like
Like,
it's just kind of like to keep people awake.
Yeah, I get it. And like, honestly, if they did away with all of those in its entirety next time, I wouldn't be.
Yeah.
But the music was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, the highlight of the whole OST is, of course, Jack Black as Bowser singing Peaches. Which
Singing
the
a love ballad
internet
about
is affectionately referring to as bitches.
Yeah.
When I saw the track, the first time I heard it, I did not hear Bowser saying that.
I did.
Vapor, you did? Really?
Yeah. When he starts getting more like intense.
I
like,
did not hear that. Don't get me wrong. I kind of went back.
The way he says peaches kind of sounds like he's saying bitches.
Like, I hear it now that I'm listening for it, but when I wasn't listening for it, I didn't hear it.
But it's a good song, and apparently it's eligible to be nominated for like
well,
the best song in a movie.
Yeah, but any song in a movie is eligible to win best song in a movie.
Well, no, they're gonna like have it be like a nominee for like
Oh, really? Oh my gosh, that'd be
Oscars
funny.
or something.
Okay, all
Yeah.
right, let's see it. Let's win.
Which I
Peaches.
thought it was that whole like segment.
That was funny.
It was
good.
just really like
It was very Jack Black.
But it was also just like the art direction in that.
Yeah, in that
scene.
moment was good.
Like
I
the way
agree
they
there.
made it like an old like 80s love ballad music video,
Yes.
kind of like the lighting.
Well,
and
that's where I think that was like a perfection of the concept
Yeah.
of like the character that is Bowser and the voice direction of Jack Black and the studio that is Illumination. Like, I really think that was like that scene right there is like how do I describe it? It's like a result of the cards that were dealt. Like,
Yeah.
that right there is
Yeah.
the best part of the cards that we were dealt, I
Yes.
should say. Like,
I feel like that too. Yeah.
I don't know how to describe it. I don't think it would
It
have
was
happened
definitely
any other
like
way if we
it
got a different
definitely-
voice
the
actor
movie,
or...
the movie peaked at that scene.
Yeah, I think that was a great scene. I
Yeah.
thought that was very funny.
Like, and just honestly, just like mentioning the art direction, just in general, the art direction
Is really good.
was phenomenal in the whole movie. Like, look at
It was.
our background, even like
Yeah,
the whole like Mushroom Kingdom,
looked
like
really cool.
like oh my god, I hope there's an art book for the movie because I want
There
it.
probably will be. But yeah, okay, yeah, so they go to the... Peach and Mario, like, Mario goes on the obstacle course, he impresses Peach, they go to find the Kong army because Bowser's on his way to take over the Mushroom Kingdom,
And they need help.
and so they quickly get to the Donkey Kong,
It's like a very short scene that shows them transitioning
Traveling.
between different areas.
Oh, did you notice the part was cut? Where, you remember in the trailer where the Cheep Cheeps, where Mario's face gets sucked?
Yeah, they do cut
They cut that part in
for
the trailer
time a
from the
little bit,
movie.
yeah.
Because the dog scene, we had to make time for the dog scene.
Yeah. We couldn't
We
have
had
a cheap
to make time for the dog
We
scene.
couldn't have a cheap sucking on Mario's face longer.
Yeah.
We needed you
In
know?
the trailer, it showed the Cheep getting, like, suctioned off of Mario, and then it attacks Toad, and then it's a
Yeah.
whole bit.
It's like a whole thing.
But, like, in the movie, it cuts away right when Mario's face gets, like,
Yeah.
suckered on by the Cheep Cheep. Like,
but basically,
go on, yeah.
while they're traveling, they stop at this like field of fire flowers.
Oh yeah,
I think this happens before they get to the Kong.
it does.
It
yeah.
does, yeah. So basically, like, I feel
That's
like
when
this is
That's when
important.
we hear about Peach's backstory.
Yeah, I feel like this is important. Yeah, like that's when we hear about Peach's backstory.
Yeah.
There's like a flashback, and like basically Peach like says like, does Mario ask like, are you from?
Yeah, he
where
says,
I'm
where are you from? Or are you from here? You're here. I don't know. They talk about how they're both humans. I don't remember
Yeah.
how it comes up.
And then she makes this like comment about like,
It's a great big universe
yeah,
out there,
it's a
Mario.
big universe out there, like, and I feel like that's important. That's like intentional.
Well,
Like
yeah,
she says like the word, I think she says there's a lot of galaxies.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, because they want to
I feel
throw
like we're
any
gonna-
buzzwords for any sequels.
There's a Luma in the movie too. Like,
yeah.
so I
oh
feel
yeah,
like
the
we're
Luma
kind
was
of-
really funny.
Yeah, they have like
Going
a
on like the okay, so not only did I not cringe at the movie, I like genuinely laughed at a few bits.
Yeah.
And I thought the whole bit of like Luigi and the penguins all being prisoners alongside this Luma character, and that's like a whistle of like a dog whistle, like a sequel right there. Is there's
Yeah.
a Luma in the room.
Yeah.
And the Luma is like an actual child actor who's just being paid to say like the most like terrible, grimdark, like staring
Like,
death in the
nihilistic
face,
things.
like just oh my god, yeah,
Yeah.
like awaiting the death's sweet embrace, or like
yeah, it was so
just
funny.
just there. All these people want to escape or have hope that they're gonna get out, and this Luma's been there for so long that
Wishing for
this
death.
literal child is wishing for death's sweet release.
Yeah.
like it's
Yeah.
it's genuinely funny because of the voice actor and
Yeah.
the direction of the character and the way that it's a tiny little star child that's like saying these things. Like
Yeah.
the Luma was a really good bit. I thought that was really, really good.
But-
Jack Black and the Luma were my top two.
Yeah,
favorite
there's
bits.
definitely
Go on.
like a Luma in the movie. So
yeah.
between that and the comment about like
galaxies,
the
yeah.
galaxies or whatever, like I think we're kind of going in that direction.
Oh well, yeah, they were obviously. This is like the first step of
Yeah.
the Mario cinematic universe.
Like we're establishing.
This made stupid money, bro. It's
Yeah.
gonna keep making stupid money. By the time I finish the sentence, they're making more stupid money.
Yeah. Like they're kind of like setting it up to do like a big like Mario Galaxy like whole thing like in
Yeah.
space, I feel. Maybe, I don't know. But yeah, so that they do that thing where like they, you know, they stop and in that field of the fire flowers, you learn about Peach, and then they get to the Kong kingdom, and that's you go.
No, I thought it was pretty good. I mean, like I said, I was astounded that they were using music from Donkey Kong Country. I thought that was very cool.
Yeah.
Seth Rogen does a pretty good job as DK. I like him a little bit more than Chris Pratt's Mario, but I gotta be honest with you, it's just about the same.
He fit the character really well.
He fit, okay, yeah. Seth Rogen fit Donkey Kong better than Chris Pratt fit Mario.
Yeah.
That's the best way I could say it.
I would agree with that.
I didn't think that Donkey Kong was awful. It wasn't ruining the movie. There were a few scenes where I thought, like, okay, when he did the Seth Rogen laugh, I was like, there it is, that's funny. Like, 'cause
Yeah.
you're waiting for it. Like,
Yeah.
when you hear Seth Rogen's voice, you're like, when is he gonna do the laugh?
When is he gonna do the laugh?
So like DK does the Seth Rogen laugh, and it was fine. And yeah, he's a serviceable Hollywoodification of the character.
Yeah.
In a way that Chris Pratt's Mario still was not. So the DK rap. Yeah, I love that they put the DK rap in there. I thought that was awesome.
When they get to the Kong Kingdom, they do the whole bit that we were talking about where they play Take On Me. Like they get in like a Mario Kart driven by, I don't know if it's supposed to be Funky Kong. It's like a blonde Donkey Kong monkey. The one that drives them to the.
He's just like he looked like a random.
He
DK
just
guy to me. I don't know,
guess
maybe
he's
it's a
like
throwback.
random, but
You
he has
tell me.
sunglasses. Swanky Kong.
Is that a real character? Is that a character coffee, or is that like a fandom nickname?
That is a character. I don't
Oh,
know
is
if it was Swanky who. Yeah, the blonde monkey was so funny to me. It was just like the guy that like basically like drove them up to like the.
To go see Cranky.
Yeah, to see Cranky, who
At
is
the
the
gate
king of the Kongs in
Kongs.
this movie universe.
Which I honestly, even though did they not show that in the movie trailers or no? Did they show that Cranky was the king?
You could kind of guess he has like a
I know, I was gonna say
crown.
like whether they alluded to it or not, I kind of just knew that was gonna be how that was.
he has like a crown. So like, and they showed that in the trailer. He's kind of like on a throne and he has a crown, so you can kind of assume. But yeah, he's the king in the Kong
Yeah, I thought
in
that
the
was
movie
fitting.
universe.
Yeah, that was fitting.
So basically they get there and they're like, "Oh, can
They
the
said
Kong
that, I see.
can the Kong army please help us? With our strength together, we can defeat Bowser." And Cranky's just like, "Well, if you defeat my son, then we'll help you." And so Mario
So
then
Mario and DK literally have to play a game of like Super Smash Bros.
a
with
1v1.
power-ups. Like,
Yeah.
like it.
they're literally on like a floating platform, like they're
Yeah.
playing a round of Smash.
So like right after we're done selling Super Smash Bros, we recruit the Kong army, and then we like play Mario Kart.
Yeah.
And
when you
going back to how the movie moves fast, that's another moment where I was like, whoa, we're going quick. Like, go on though.
No, I was gonna say, like, when they're about to like fight and when Donkey Kong is introduced, that's
do
when
the
they
DK
hit you
rap.
with the DK rap.
Yeah.
Which I wasn't expecting.
No.
And apparently they didn't credit
No, they did not.
Grant Kirkhope for
The
the
usage of it.
DK rap, which was kind of scummy, but like
Yeah, it's surprising.
yeah.
I did like that they used the DK rap though. I thought that was cool.
Yeah, it was
Hearing
definitely
it
cool.
caught me off guard. And yeah, so like they do that. They fight.
I hope so too.
They do the whole thing where like, you know, DK's more powerful than Mario until he uses a power up.
He uses the cat power up. and then
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. That's
Yeah.
another thing. Thank you. So like, they're just. When we go through the Mushroom Kingdom, it really did feel like an advertisement for Universal Studios Mushroom Kingdom. And when we're watching the movie a lot of the times, it feels like an advertisement for several Mario games. Like
for like the most recent relevant
for so
Mario
many,
games.
bro. For so many. When we're learning how to play Mario with the power-up scene, that's how to play Mario. When we're driving back to the Mushroom Kingdom with the Kong army, that's Mario Kart on Rainbow Road. When Mario and Donkey Kong are fighting, that's Super Smash Bros. We're even promoting the cat power-up to throw in a little bit of 3D World.
Yeah.
We're left and right. We are selling Mario games,
Yeah.
guys. We're this movie is, it's made with love, but it's definitely
It's
so,
definitely a long commercial.
Oh, it's a long
for
commercial.
Mario games.
This middle act of the movie for sure.
Yeah.
But it's all eye candy. I thought the Mario Kart section was where they finally just stopped catering. They're not catering to the everyman. They're not. I had my foot in my mouth there. They stopped trying to include the non-fan, and the Mario Kart portions where they kind of just like, there's so many things, like little things that happen that like if you'd never played Mario Kart, you'd kind of be like, what the hell is going on?
I mean, for one, they get in this big. For some reason, the Kongs have like a big Mario Kart
workshop
that
they build their own
where they
carts in
build
main
the
menu.
carts like as if
In
you're
the menu.
Yeah, like so, and they play the main menu of Mario
They're
Kart
literally playing
8.
the Mario Kart theme while this is all happening.
And you can literally like choose your parts of your car,
Yep.
like you can in the game.
Yep.
It's wild that they
Again,
did that.
An advertisement.
They had
for Mario
so
Kart.
much technology. I know. For some reason, they had it. Like I thought it was funny that the Kongs
Well,
had
because
this
the
technology.
movie was moving fast and they needed to throw it in anywhere they could. So Mario Kart segment. Let's drive back to the Mushroom
like it was
Kingdom.
just part of their culture. Like they just had carts.
Yes.
Like it was like so like that was like one of the things where I was just kind of like that's
okay.
strange, but okay.
Yeah,
like you know.
Well, that's where I felt like it was just they needed to put it in there. They had to anywhere they could, and so where could they accommodate a long cart drive other than that spot right there?
Yeah.
I thought the cart drive scene back was pretty funny. I'll say it got a laugh out of me. That's when we get the Seth Rogen laugh during the cart drive back. There's a moment.
I thought you had.
Isn't it in a Mario Kart on
No,
Rainbow
I
Road?
thought he laughs
When?
when
Tell me.
Mario turns small when they're fighting.
Oh, I forgot about
Like
that.
he like
You're
bends
right.
over and his
I'm
big
sorry.
face is
yeah,
in the,
and he's in your face
the
in
frame.
the camera.
Yeah, and
Yep,
he
never mind.
laughs.
I stand corrected. But back to the Rainbow Road scene.
Yeah.
You're right though. You were right. I thought the Rainbow Road stuff was kind of like it was eye candy, but it was so like
Oh, it was fun.
it was a little like LOL XD random.
Yeah.
Like we're suddenly driving back. We have the Kong army. I'm thinking we're gonna get some cool like battle scene. Kongs versus like Koopas, and Mario and Bowser are gonna fight, and Peach is gonna be there. But like instead, while we're driving back to the Mushroom Kingdom and we're taking Rainbow Road as a shortcut, like the Koopas intercept the Kong army and then just like kidnap them entirely, which kind of made that whole middle act immediately feel like I was just like, well, what the hell did that just happen for?
Yeah.
If like, I don't know, I guess it was to up the stakes.
They have like a whole scene where they're basically driving on Rainbow Road, and they have, you know, Bowser's minions
Yeah.
are in these like big, like, people call them like Mad Max cars.
Yeah.
And so, you know, they're the Koopas with like the, you know, the army
Yeah.
of Koopas with like the helmets and stuff. And there's the one blue shell, like spiky Koopa.
Yeah, okay, yeah, thank you. You reminded me. The blue shell guy. Guys, they hype that stuff up so much, and I don't have a recording of the movie right now. I don't. But I want to say, I could have sworn, okay, when the blue shell guy goes off and he like launches himself at Mario,
Yeah.
he just yells the word, he just yells blue shell, just like charges out of his car into Mario and DK. And like, I know that they're not like in a Mario Kart race, and I know that they're like they don't have to be in first, but like, I swear that the blue shell like hits Mario and DK when they're not like in front of everyone else. Yeah, he goes, "You can't stop me, blue shell." And I thought like, okay, if I had never played Mario Kart a day in my life, like, what?
I think
What?
it was kind of cheesy for him to yell blue shell.
I thought so, too.
Like he's like announcing himself.
Like
he could have said anything. Like he
I
said,
thought
"You
that was
can't
strange.
stop me.
Yeah.
Take this."
Yeah,
like
he could have yelled something.
or
I'll get you,
something, like,
Mario, or
I'll get you guys.
time
you
to
can't.
unleash my power,
Yeah.
or anything.
But he just yells.
He just yells
blue shell.
blue- yeah.
Like they're playing a round of Mario Kart, which is
Uh-huh.
why they did it. But it's
Yeah.
just like.
Yeah.
Because it's like the thing you call out a blue shell when
Yeah.
you're playing with friends, but it's just like it's silly.
It felt silly.
It felt really silly. He could have yelled anything else, and it would have been a lot more fitting. And
It
a lot
felt
more...
really forced, I guess.
It did feel forced.
You know, back to the beginning act of the movie. The one bit that I thought that felt really forced was the "Your Princess is in Another Castle" bit that the Toads did.
Yeah.
That came out of nowhere, and it was so
that was
like,
when
random.
that was when Mario and Toad were trying to get into Peach's castle, and they had
Yes.
those guard toads that were like they were being like smug about it. They're like,
Well, maybe your princess is in another castle, huh? And then
Yeah.
it
was funny.
No,
it was just like
I thought it was boring. I was like, we could have.
It was a
placed
forced
this-
reference.
Yeah, it was so forced. It was so forced. It was like all the other things were so authentic. Like, but then that was like,
I think if they said it more nervously, it would have been funnier.
yeah, but it was so.
But they were like smug while they said it.
And then, like
they practiced
Keegan
it.
Michael Key Toad, Captain Toad, I'll call him, was basically like, first of all, they're messing with you, and I was just like, well, yeah, but like this is so random. Like, anyway.
And then
I thought
Toad-
that bit and the blue shell bit were my
Yeah.
two least favorite moments of the film. And if those are the moments that I didn't like, that's why I call this film a win. But go on.
No, I was just gonna say, and then Toad cooks for them,
Yeah.
and they were distracted enough for Mario to sneak in and go in the
Yeah.
castle, which I thought was silly.
I thought, yeah, it wasn't bad, but it was just, I thought it was random in a weird and like strange way.
But back to
the Mario Kart,
Rainbow
the blue
Road,
shell, the
where
Rainbow
they
Road.
get all blown up, and then most of
So Mario
the
and DK
Kongs,
get blue shelled. Yeah. And
yeah,
everyone gets
most of
kidnapped.
the Kongs and everyone get kidnapped, and Mario and DK fall into the ocean and get eaten by a giant eel. And they have this scene in the eel where they kind of bond a little bit
Yeah.
over being disappointments to their,
Their
fathers.
dads. Yeah, which
Which
again,
I
I'm gonna
actually-
say I think it's funny that's the relatable angle for Mario.
I
yeah,
really-
Nintendo fans, yeah, all their dads are disappointed in them. They'll relate to Mario.
I actually think that works for their characters. They're kind of written to be around the same age, Mario and DK. So that's
Yeah.
like what they bond over. They're like, well, my dad thinks I'm a loser.
Yeah.
Me too. And then they kind of become friends after that. And I like that.
Yeah, no, I like that too. I thought that delivery of that whole scene was good.
And then they fly out of the eel on DK's
little barrel on his
jetpack thing from Donkey Kong Country Returns, which I thought was...
Oh, is that what that was? Okay,
yeah,
so you know the DK reference.
It's like an item from the game.
I see.
And so, that's how they get out of that mess. And then they kind of go and confront, they go back to when...
They go to confront Bowser, who's now kidnapped.
And he's on his way to Peach's castle.
Yes.
And Peach and Toad, you know, race back to the Mushroom Kingdom to warn everybody.
Yes.
To evacuate before Bowser can get over there and, you know, mess stuff up.
As they're arriving, it's almost happening.
It's almost just happening.
Yeah.
So Bowser gets there, basically lands his giant, like, airship thing right in front
of the Mushroom Kingdom.
Yeah, and then comes out and is like, Peach,
marry
me or I'm gonna destroy the Mushroom Kingdom. And Peach, of course, says no at first. And then he starts, like, killing Toad.
I also just kind of felt like this was a Hollywood movie-fication of, like, the later parts of Mario Odyssey.
Yeah.
I mean, he doesn't literally kill Toad, as I say that.
They definitely...
They bully him a little bit.
Yeah, well, they kind of grab him in, like, that magic power
Oh, yeah, and, like,
the
Kamek power, whatever,
and they kind of, like... It looks like they're trying to, like, choke him or something. So
yeah.
Then Peach is like, wait, no, I'll marry you.
Yeah.
So then they kind of, like, set it up where, like, they're gonna have a wedding.
Yeah, like, she's been kidnapped into a wedding.
Yeah.
Literally. Is that not Mario Odyssey? Is that not Mario Odyssey?
So she literally, like, you know, they have, like, her in a wedding dress, and Toad gives her a bouquet of piranha... It wasn't piranha plant flowers.
It was.
I think it was regular flowers.
Okay, but there's a scene where Bowser's in his white tux, holding the piranha plant flowers, and it straight up looks like the frame from the game.
And he does have his Odyssey, like, they're dressed up like their Odyssey wedding.
Does Mario
amiibos.
not dress up in his Mario Odyssey amiibo?
No, he doesn't.
Okay,
it was just Peach and Bowser dress up like their wedding versions from Mario Odyssey. Yeah, the bouquet is normal flowers. So basically, in the bouquet is a hidden power-up plot device thing.
Oh, yeah.
So they go through, they start the wedding, and it's funny because... Go on.
No, you say it.
No, I was gonna say, in the wedding, some of the...
Oh, yeah, the characters in the
characters attending the wedding are
King Babam, finally.
King Boo and King Babam make a cameo because they show up to the wedding.
And, like, even as King Babam sits down, he, like, knocks over a Koopa shell, which ricochets back and forth between a wall, so then you got the shell going back and forth. It was funny little Easter eggs like that in almost every frame of the movie, which you never really get tired of looking for it, which is kind of fun.
And all the while, Mario and Donkey Kong arrive at the Mushroom Kingdom
on the
jetpack, and they find power-ups, and they're kind of, like, beating up all of, like, the guards that are surrounding the Peach's castle.
We saw Fire DK.
Yeah, you get Fire DK, and they're just basically going and just doing, like, platforming jumps and backflips, and it's a cool scene. It is a fun
little thing.
And so basically, like, you know, Bowser is about to get, you know, married to Peach, and Peach basically takes out of the bouquet a ice power up.
And she just becomes Elsa.
And she just becomes Ice Peach.
Like, she literally looks like Elsa, bro.
And I was literally, like, the second that happened...
It's like, just Elsa if she was a girl boss.
They literally, like, Elsa'd her. Like,
they did. They literally did.
I think it was intentional. Like,
you bet
for
your
the
ass
for
it
the
was
parallel
you
of,
bet
like...
your ass it was
Yeah, because kids love Elsa. So let's make Ice Peach.
Elsa without calling it Elsa.
Yeah, so she becomes Elsa at the end, and she starts using her ice powers to freeze everybody.
She's like letting
Disney's
it go all
gonna
over the
sue.
place, bro. No, they can't. They did it so well. It's not
They did.
Elsa.
It wasn't.
It's Ice Peach, bro.
Yeah, but it was definitely they made that decision.
They were like they literally
they did it. They knew what they were doing.
They copied the homework and didn't try.
They knew what they were doing. But yeah, so basically that happened. She freezes Bowser, and then, you know, Mario and DK get there, and all the while, we should talk about Bowser is gonna sacrifice Luigi and all of the prisoners.
This is like at the wedding. He's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna sacrifice these prisoners into lava for you. So all while this confrontation's happening,
there's
a lever that's like creaking, and like they're being lowered into lava. Luigi and all the Luma kid and all the penguins from the beginning of the movie
And
So there's-
Luma's excited. Luma's hyped.
Yeah, literally, Luma's hyped to die. And
Yeah.
it's so morbid because
It's
again,
so
it's like a
messed up.
fucking child
Yeah.
actor. It's the funniest thing. Like, it really is funny.
So yeah, so there's kind of like there's a lot at stake. You feel a lot of like this.
This is the climax of the movie.
Yeah.
Is Bowser gonna marry Peach? Is Luigi and the others gonna get saved? How are they gonna get out of this?
It's really cool. So
yeah.
then basically, Mario gets the raccoon, the Tanuki power up,
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
and
Wow.
he flies. What does he do?
There's a bullet bill coming for the castle, and he.
Oh
he
yeah, well
attacks the
before
bullet bill,
before
no?
that they get there. Mario and DK get there. They stop the prisoners from falling into the lava, but not before the cages are like, you know, half melted. So Luigi almost falls
Bro,
out.
Luigi almost dies.
Yeah,
bro.
Luigi
that man
falls.
almost dies.
And almost falls into the lava, and then Mario saves him in the Tanuki costume.
Oh, you just reminded me.
Yeah.
I absolutely hated, with no exception, that Mario calls Luigi Lou in this movie. I didn't like it.
I thought it was cute.
I didn't like it.
I thought it was cute.
Nope, I did not like it. It was bad. It was
No.
It was bad. I didn't like it.
I'm
and
sure.
it sounded bad.
See, I don't know for sure, but I'm sure at some point in like the cartoon,
I
he
just
calls
didn't
him
like
that
it.
or something. I thought it
Why?
was fine.
No, it was so bad.
Tommy's
Okay,
a hater.
Now, okay, so like out of nowhere, Chris Pratt's gonna bring to the character that Mario calls Luigi Lou. Nah.
Why wouldn't he? If they were
Nope.
real people.
Nope.
No.
Because
if
I've
they-
played Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga, and I've played all those other Mario games, and not once do those two call each other Mar or Lou. I mean, we didn't hear Mar, and oh my god, if we do, I'm gonna get so mad.
Okay, now everybody's
no,
homework.
I don't like it.
The homework for tonight's stream.
Yeah, show me the reference where
is
Mario
to
calls him Lou, so I can
Find an
take my...
instance. Yeah.
Yep, uh-huh.
Let's find an instance where Mario refers to
Nope.
Luigi
Nope.
as Lou in
Nope.
official media. So I'm sure it
Nope.
exists, and Tommy's a hater.
I hate it. I absolutely hate it. I literally hate it so much. It was not cute. It made me annoyed.
Yeah, what do you want him to call him? Ouija?
I want him to call him Luigi. That's his name.
Did we confirm their last name is Mario? I
No,
don't
we
think
didn't.
they
I don't think
did.
we did. But we confirmed they're in a funny little family, so that's enough
Funny
for me.
little family.
They all look like little
Indeed.
funny little Mario men.
They are. Honestly, I really liked how the humans in the movie looked like Mario
They all
characters.
look like Marios. Yeah, they did. Yeah.
They were. I like the character design.
You guys liked him being called Lou?
Tom doesn't care for nicknames.
Yeah, right? Yeah. I don't. Not for that one. Not for that one. Not me, Andre.
And I love how they called you Tom.
Yeah, yeah, right? Is that a nickname?
Don't call me Tom. No, I'm just kidding.
I did not like it. I don't get me wrong. There's nothing really wrong with it. Like, it's not... Yeah, I would... No, I wouldn't have accepted Louis. That would have made me even more mad for the same reason.
I think it's fine.
I don't like it.
But
I'm gonna get off my
they
soapbox now
have
because there's no changing it.
yeah. After Mario saves Luigi from burning to death in lava, they have this cute little like reuniting scene, and it's very cute. Like they embrace, they hug, they're like crying because they're so happy to see each other, and it's adorable. It's like
Yeah.
it's genuinely very wholesome brother moment. You know what I mean? So
No, it was wholesome.
I liked that. And then what happens after that? Oh yeah, the bullet bill.
Yeah, so Bowser throws a giant... I say throw. He launches a bullet bill at the Mushroom Kingdom, the Peach's castle itself. And just as it's about to hit the kingdom... The castle, I should say. Mario's little Tanuki suit literally hits it in the eye.
Yeah, he like flicks
He like
him in the
flicks
eye.
it with his
yeah.
little... He does like a little twirl
Does
of
a
his
little-
booty, and his tail,
little tail.
smacks the eye of the bullet bill. And it makes the bullet bill angry. So the bullet bill gives up fighting on the Mushroom Kingdom.
and chases
and
Mario.
chases Mario, and Mario does some quick maneuvering, and of course, we isekai the bullet bill back into New York, and Mario goes there, and Luigi goes there, and we all go there.
Well, no.
No, do we not? Isn't that how it happened?
Basically, the bullet bill goes into the pipe,
Okay.
and in that dimension in between the worlds, it
Yeah.
explodes.
Oh yeah.
And then the
that's right.
explosion causes everybody in the Mushroom Kingdom to
go-
get sucked up into the pipe.
That's right.
And
That's right.
it merges, and then they all show up in Brooklyn.
In Brooklyn. Yep.
And they have their last final fight in Brooklyn.
And I thought the final fight was silly and funny. They pull out the invincibility star. Yeah. It was kind of like, okay, we're wrapping it up.
They have so I kind of like the fight scene in New York. I thought that it's more real. Like Mario gets his lights knocked out of him. Like he's bleeding. Like he has a black eye. He's like beat down and he's like hiding and cowering in the diner, and he's just like, I can't do this. And then he sees the commercial that reminds him like, I'm gonna save Brooklyn. Yeah. I am a hero. And then he goes out and he gets the star, and then Luigi gets the star too. They both are basically invincible, and they just kick the ever-loving crap out of Bowser.
Yeah, they do.
Like comically, like they punch him into the it's like so funny.
Like I didn't the ending was exactly what I expected. Like they literally get the power star, they become Rainbow Mario invincible, and they kick his butt.
Yeah, Superstar Saga moment for sure. But yeah, it's a very hype finale. It's just it's very short.
It is, yeah.
It's very quick. Like it's kind of like
everything
the
in
end of the movie at this point.
The whole movie is quick.
At this point where they're back in New York, you blink and the credits are rolling. Like they just kind of wrap it up really
so fast.
Abrupt, and it's kind of jarring a little bit.
You thought so?
Yeah, because they beat Bowser, then it kind of flashes forward to them now living in the Mushroom Kingdom.
Oh yeah, they play Mr. Blue Sky. Mario wakes up to his alarm clock. He gets up.
Yeah.
He and Luigi are saying, "Hey, let's go out to have a nice new day."
Yeah.
And then
they're like repairing the Mushroom Kingdom from the damage.
In a warp pipe. And that's the end of the movie.
So it
happens quick.
It happens quick from that point.
The whole thing happens quick. I liked the movie overall. The movie credits medley was really good. They just played a bunch of music from Mario games that weren't even like alluded to in the slightest. So again, I'll say the scores to the movie are great.
Yeah.
They're fantastic. It was a very fun movie.
The movie was just a blast to watch.
Let's quickly fast forward to the Easter egg at the end of the credit.
Well, there's two.
Yeah.
So mid credits, there's a scene. Oh yeah, we should mention after they defeat Bowser, they shrink him. They force him to eat one of the shrinking mushrooms, and they put him. They put him in a jar.
In a jar, Chad.
They literally put Bowser in a jar.
Bowser in a jar.
So that happens. He's now a prisoner, and he's in a jar.
Do you not know? Do you not think they knew what they were doing?
I don't know. I don't think so.
You don't think through a whole
I think
boardroom.
I know. It's like, who missed that? I don't think it was on purpose to be like lewd or anything.
It's
just unfortunate.
Because the guy who has to stand up has to basically own up to knowing about Rainbow Dash in a jar on the internet. So I don't think anyone's gonna stand up in the boardroom and own up to it. I think they're all just gonna be like, yeah, I guess that's just gonna happen.
He was in a jar in 3D World, in fairness, but he wasn't shrunk. Okay, so maybe it was a reference.
Yeah.
But yeah, so they shrunk him, they put him in a jar. So then in the mid-credits...
Just like 3D World.
Yeah. In the mid-credits scene, they kind of cut to Bowser playing the piano and singing his song. You get a reprise of the Peaches song. And it turns out that he's doing it on a tiny piano in the jar. And who comes in and tells him, like, shut up? Like, it's like one of the guards that are like, be quiet.
Of the toads or something.
Yeah, and he's just like in there. Oh, he's in a cage now. That's right. He's in a bird cage.
Yeah.
And he's playing a tiny piano. So, yeah, thank you for the follow. He's playing a tiny piano, and who knows where he got that from. So that's like the mid-credit scene.
Yeah.
And then at the end, like after the credits.
I was underwhelmed by this.
No, I thought it was hype.
I thought it was boring.
So hear me out. At the end of the movie, at the end of the credits, you get a panning shot of the sewers under Brooklyn, right? And it's just slowly panning over to a Yoshi egg. And it kind of closes in on the Yoshi egg. It cracks, and you hear Yoshi.
And then the screen goes black.
And the screen goes black. How hype is that? How is that underwhelming?
Here's why I was underwhelmed. Because we didn't mention it, but like somewhere through the movie, we literally see a bunch of Yoshis.
You do see a stampede of
Like,
Yoshis.
they
yeah.
literally show, and I guess I should be hyped because it's like, yeah, this is Yoshi's introduction in the inevitable sequel that is the Super Mario Brothers 2 movie, because this movie is making stupid money. Like, it's
Yeah.
obviously the sequel bait. Like, he's obviously gonna be there, but like,
He's gonna be a main character.
I don't know, bro.
That's gonna be. So I guess now that we've talked about the whole thing, we can talk about our predictions.
Yeah, what are your predictions?
My
for, like, what happens
prediction.
next?
See, knowing that, seeing that there's like a Yoshi that's in the real world now, I feel like that's gonna be like the Yoshi, like
Well, yeah,
Mario
I
and
think so,
Luigi
too.
and Peach's friend Yoshi. Like that's
Yeah.
gonna be the green Yoshi that
There's
they're friends
a Yoshi,
with.
and then there's the Yoshi.
There's
and
Yoshi the
that's
species,
Yoshi.
and then there's Yoshi the character. And
Yeah,
I
I
think
think so,
this
too.
is the one. That's how they're gonna meet. And it's gonna be a whole adventure where they have to go rescue Yoshi from the real world, and it's gonna have
Okay.
shenanigans.
Okay.
And you know, I'm sure Bowser's gonna like break out, and he's gonna try to take over. Maybe he's gonna try to take over the real world now. Like who
Yeah,
knows?
true, yeah.
So I think that maybe this next one is gonna take place more in the real world. 'Cause-
Mama Luigi real. Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely think there's a chance that they'll make
go,
some
oh
kind
yeah,
of
they'll absolutely
reference
go
to
there.
that.
They better. Oh my god, if they don't, they're stupid.
I saw someone draw fan art of
Who will voice Yoshi? Yeah, right.
I don't know. I think Yoshi's just not gonna talk like and just make
Maybe.
Yoshi sounds.
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe they
Like,
could go
I-
back on that pretty easily.
Maybe, I don't know.
Well, you know, they wrote in a funny way for Mario to sound that way, and then not really sound that way. So anything's possible.
Maybe at first when Yoshi's like a baby that just
Maybe he
hatches,
just-
maybe he won't talk, but maybe later on he will or something.
Maybe Chris Pratt just voices Yoshi.
But I think I saw someone on Twitter did like fan art of like Luigi kind of holding a baby Yoshi in like one of those like baby, what do you call them, like the things that they're like
Rollers?
like a reverse backpack almost that you put the baby in and they're like hanging on your
Yeah, I know.
you know
I don't know what they're called.
what are they called?
but-
Like a sling, like a baby sling
Yeah.
thing. And it's so funny. Like I
If
feel like
Yoshi speaks English, you'll cry.
I feel like they could definitely make Luigi like Yoshi's mother figure.
They
like,
could, and they probably will,
and
and
they'll
they should,
play up-
because I want more Luigi screen
play
time.
on that. Yeah, that's the one thing too.
Luigi needed more screen time.
Luigi definitely was
He
shafted.
was in the opening. He was kidnapped by Bowser. We got that funny scene that Vapor got to see that I was in the bathroom for, and then Luigi's
the
just kind
romantic
of gone.
tension scene between Bowser and Luigi.
Yeah, and then Luigi's just kind of gone. So
Yeah.
I think that we could see more Luigi.
Not enough Luigi in the movie.
No.
So we definitely, hopefully in the sequel, because, you know, this basically confirms that there's going to be a sequel.
Yeah. Oh, dude, this. I said it a million times already. I'm gonna say it one more time. This movie is making stupid money.
Oh, yeah. It's like the what is it? The biggest release of a video game adaptation ever?
Yes. Oh, which brings me to my next discussion point.
Oh, yeah.
Which one did it better? Which one was the first? Which one was the setup to their cinematic universe better? Sonic or Mario? You first.
I kind of think Mario.
You think Mario?
Yeah. It outsold Frozen. Yeah, I did hear that.
You think Mario did the better?
I do. I think as far as like setting up the cinematic universe,
Okay.
the Mario movie did it better than the Sonic movie. Sonic's the second Sonic movie I feel like was
Well, I think the second Sonic movie was very, very good.
it was so good. It was like a good movie, but like the Sonic the Hedgehog the movie one on its own wasn't really that, like, it was fun, but it wasn't that great.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, and it didn't really, it like set up the universe, but it didn't set up like the Mario movie did. Like, I don't know. I feel like that's just me.
Okay, well,
Like, I love the Sonic movies.
I'm gonna
I wanna
say,
say that
point
but-
blank. Which one I think set it up better with the universe? Yeah, I think that Mario wins.
Sonic 2, Mario movie, Sonic 1. I kind of agree with that.
Yeah, Gavin, I agree with that.
Because
completely.
Sonic 2 was like phenomenal. Like that
Which
was
one
like,
was funnier?
which one was funnier?
Yeah,
Probably Sonic. I would
Sonic
say
was
Sonic
funnier.
was funnier.
Sonic was funnier.
Yeah.
Like even the product placement was like
Funny.
intentionally like funny. Like they were like so brazen about it that it was part of the humor.
Yeah.
And like even in the second Sonic movie, like the Olive Garden guy comes out at the end and they straight up call him Olive Garden guy? Like
you went the whole movie without the Olive Garden reference, and then there
finally
it is.
there it is.
Yeah.
The Olive Garden guy. Like Sonic movie was funny.
Yeah.
It was making me laugh. Like, okay, who was a better lead between Chris
Sonic.
Pratt as Mario and
Ben Schwartz.
as Sonic?
Probably
I think Ben Schwartz
Ben,
takes
yeah.
the fucking cake, brings it home,
I
goes
will
and
say
gets another
that-
cake, bro.
I will say that because in Sonic, it didn't feel like the other characters were carrying him. He was just the main character, and he was
It
like
was the
killing
opposite
it.
of
Yeah.
the Sonic.
Like he wasn't. He was
effect.
the main character, and
Sonic-
he was the highlight, and
Yes.
he was the main spectacle. And in the Mario movie, I feel like the other
Everyone
characters,
else was uplifting
Yeah,
Chris Pratt's
yeah,
performance. Yes,
definitely.
I agree.
Yeah.
There were literally times in the movie, as late as about an hour in, where I would see frames with Chris Pratt's Mario and the words would come out of Mario's voice, Mario's mouth, and I would just say to myself, like, this is not great. This is not the best. This is not fun. Like,
Yeah.
but everyone else, I was like so very entertained. So I still have a hard time kind of like hearing the Chris Pratt Mario voice, like, and thinking it's the best. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not really for it. But I'm, you know, he's obviously gonna have the role a second time.
yeah,
Um,
he wasn't even bad either.
no,
like,
he wasn't
really
bad.
wasn't.
He was not bad. It
horrible
wasn't like
to listen
nails on a
to.
chalkboard. It wasn't like that.
And
but
I-
it was just
I've been hearing. Oh, sorry.
no, go.
I've been hearing that like there's speculation that they actually had him re-record
the
a bunch
voice.
of his lines.
I think they
after the
didn't they?
after the backlash kind of.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, I think that could be said. Like, he kind of bounces back and forth between Chris Pratt and Mario. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's not bad. It's not awful. It's not the worst thing I've ever heard. But I will... Now that the hype has died down, I've seen the movie, I can form my own opinion. I can say that, like, throughout my viewing experience, Chris Pratt Mario was, like, a bit of an oof at more than one occasion.
Yeah.
In ways that others were not.
Yeah.
But if that's the worst thing I have to say about the movie, if that and the pacing are my two gripes, like, I'm gonna say that was a win. Like, I really thought that movie did a really good job of what it was supposed to do. And again, I'll say, like, at no point during the film was, like, a joke made in such a way that I was like, oh god, I'm cringing. Or
I
like,
know.
Oh god.
All
like,
the jokes were very like well placed.
they were palatable.
Yeah. They made sense.
I think, again, I'm going to say if I was comparing Sonic and Mario, Ben Schwartz as Sonic alone was funnier than the entirety of the script of the Mario movie.
Yeah.
When the Mario movie made me laugh, it made me laugh. It did. But I can quite literally count on 3 hands.
And Sonic had a fart joke.
Yeah, and Sonic did have a fart joke. And I don't think I really loved the fart joke
No,
in that movie.
I
What was the
hated-
fart joke in
it
the
was-
Sonic movie? I forget.
I hated the fart joke.
What was it?
It was when they were in like the hotel
Okay.
with what's his name and Sonic like in the hotel, and
Yeah.
Sonic like does like a fart and he's like he says like something about the chili dog. Like
Oh, God,
it was
yeah.
just like gross.
That's not even a fart joke. That's just a fart.
Yeah, it was
like-
just like a gross fart
Yeah.
joke.
Yeah.
But overall the Sonic movies are fantastic.
Yeah.
But-
Well, yeah. What else you got to say, Vapor? I'll give you
Closing-
one last thought. One last,
closing statement on the Mario movie.
Let's hear it.
I thought it was great.
Mhm.
After it ended, I looked over at Tommy and I had like the biggest smile on my face.
Yeah,
and I was
we
like,
were both
that
very
was
entertained."
fantastic.
Yeah, we were.
I'm so excited for the second one. Solid 3 out of 5. That's fair. I thought it was honestly like a 4.5 out of 5.
Yeah,
like-
I'd agree with Vapor. A 4 or a 4.3
And
or some kind of high 4 out of 5.
I think that like the critics were definitely like
I know you might be hearing a lot of people say it, but it's well said. The movie's not for critics.
the
It's just
movie is not at all for critics.
It's for Mario fans.
It's not like on its own as a movie
It doesn't.
by itself.
It's.
It doesn't like
It's not the greatest.
it's not gonna impress someone who's
No.
not a Mario fan.
And that's fine. I get that.
But it impressed me.
I think
It
both
was really
Illumination
good.
and Nintendo knew that there are enough Mario fans, enough Mario curious, and enough Mario casual.
I do
and enough
think that-
moviegoers in general, and parents with kids, that this was a shoo-in.
And I do think that critics were a little harsh on it too.
Yeah, I think they were too.
I think that they went in not wanting to like it.
Which is fine. Like,
Which is fine, but-
you know, sometimes I go into movies like that too.
But I think that like if anyone hasn't seen it,
It is what it is. Yeah.
that you should go see it. Like, don't let the critics and like the Rotten Tomatoes
No,
like
yeah,
50%.
go see it yourself, man. Especially if you're a Mario fan. If you played
Yeah.
so much as one Mario game, like you kind of like, man, you're missing out.
Like, I want to see it again
oh yeah, I definitely
before it's
wanna
out of
see it again.
theaters. I want to see
Yeah,
it again.
I want the theater viewing experience of
Yeah.
it one more time for sure. I
I'm
would agree
definitely
with
gonna
that.
get it on Blu-ray. Like,
Yeah, I agree with that.
I loved it, and I can't wait for the second one. I think the
Yeah.
second one is gonna be the better movie. Like,
Yeah,
I think that the
easily.
second
You
one,
know that the first one's taking like, you know,
The
taking
second-
a little bit of a beating.
Yeah.
So that the first, it's walking, so this one can, the next one can run.
the second one is gonna just get right into
Yeah.
it. All the
Uh-huh.
characters are established.
Yep, you can tell.
And it's gonna be a great time.
It will.
Like, I'm
agree.
just so excited for it.
I agree. I do agree.
But yeah.
Well, Vapor, where can the audience find you?
Find me on twitch.tv/VaporBobbleTV. And I stream. What days do I stream? Monday, Thursday, and Saturdays at 4 p.m. Eastern.
Yes, you do. 4 p.m. East.
Yeah, and we do Mario Kart and other multiplayer games every Monday. And I've been playing through just random games. Like we played through VVV V6 times. We're playing through Pokepark Wii, Pikachu's Adventure.
Oh, that game was so cute to watch you play
yeah.
last night, by the way.
I'm gonna be continuing that tomorrow.
Oh, to be a Pikachu, frolicking in the fields and making friends with Pokemon and solving my differences, playing hide
I know,
and seek.
it's so wholesome. Sometimes you just have to play like a wholesome
Dude,
little
yeah,
game.
it's so cute.
Yeah, so that's what we're doing. And I just like to vibe and play a lot of like Nintendo stuff.
Yeah, guys, so give my partner Vapor a shout out. Shout out. I'm giving my partner Vapor a shout out, so you can give my
So
partner
everybody
a follow.
give me a shout
Yeah,
out.
everyone shout out Vapor right now.
And we're gonna be playing a lot more Mario games in the future too. I do want to say.
Why did it not work? Did I do the wrong thing?
Do the slash shout out.
There you go. But yeah, guys, give Vapor a follow. Vapor is my partner. Vapor is quite the fun streamer. And dude, I had a blast hanging with you. So for those who somehow don't know, I said it earlier, we freaking live together, guys. We're standing physically next to each other right now, huddled over the same microphone.
Yeah.
And our VC
We're like
face,
shoulder to shoulder.
Yeah. Like Vapor's been like constantly like tapping on me to remind me not to shake my desk while I lean against it. And like I have been like physically holding Vapor's hand through half the stream. So like if you did not know that we are literal partners and roommates, yeah, today you learned. Well, Vapor, I think we are gonna call this the end of the Super Mario Bros. Movie chat. Thank you for hanging. This was a really fun time.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, oh yeah. We'll probably do this again. This was fun.
Yeah, whenever there's like media that we want to talk about
Yeah, we can do this.
and have a space where we can discuss spoilers,
Yeah.
maybe we can do something like this.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I would like that. Maybe next time on your channel, or I guess maybe my channel because I
We
have
can
the
do it
standing
on your
desk.
channel.
Yeah.
You could have the you could
guys,
host
yeah,
them.
literally, guys. The standing desk. I want to say thank you to the community for the support because that is a big part of the setup and why we could even do this.
Yeah,
Like this
it's-
worked out swimmingly.
It would
like,
be hard for us to both sit at the desk.
Yes.
So we're just kind of like standing, and it's easier to like
Yeah.
be over the mic and stuff. So
Well, guys, give Vapor a follow. Vapor, thank you for being here. I love you, and catch Vapor on streams, guys.
yeah, thank you for having me.
Yeah, of course.
All right, here I go.
All right, everyone. We're gonna say goodbye to Vapor.
Goodbye.
Vapor's gonna walk off screen now.
Goodbye.
Bye, Vapor.
Goodbye.
Bye. Alrighty, guys. That was a fun time. We'll probably do something like that again in the near future because I really loved that. And I hope you guys did too. That was a little different, you know.
I'm still here, by the way.
Yeah, Vapor is very much still here. Vapor did not stop
I
being
didn't like
a millimeter away from me.
disintegrate.
We're just maintaining chat. We're just maintaining, you know, the presentation. No, you can chat, Vapor. I don't mind.
No,
But yes, I'm gonna go on a short break. This is not by any means the end of the stream. On the contrary, we're just getting started. We're gonna switch directions though. When I return, we are going to be playing the, resuming, that is, the full Kingdom Hearts series retrospective. It is the second episode of the retrospective that we're going to be starting. So when I come back, I will, of course, summarize the plot thus far. Sorry, I'm literally getting myself situated in real time here, chat. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for coming through on this this fun little stream here. I'm gonna step away real quick, get things ready in the background for the retrospective, and I will see you in a few, and we'll play some Kingdom Hearts. Be right back.